I'm Aaron from Zimmerman's and Cars. Zimmerman's is out of Ephrata, Pennsylvania, and Cars supplies Harrisburg, York, and State College areas. Today we're going to go over the Rupes buffing system and go over it for the auto body portion of it versus what we were usually used to with the detailing side is where Rupes made its name. This is the system. This is a 21 millimeter throw tool, which is what's more designed for body shops when you are taking out wet sanded panels and things like that. With this one, we are going to use the wool pad today. This is their Rupes wool pad. This one has been seasoned and ready to go. When you would get a new pad, you'd want to put a small amount of the compound across the pad, smooth it out, attach to the tool, set it directly down onto the face down on the panel, run it for about 30 seconds then to help evenly distribute the compound and start to get it warmed. While you're doing that, you want to have it running around 2 on the speed control. From there on out, bump it up to 4.5 and continue working with the panel using just small amounts of compound. This panel's already been prepped out with 1500 and then 3000. You can go from 15 to 2 to 3, whatever you're most comfortable with. I prefer to at least finish with 2000, whether I'm doing this kit or even just regular rotary. From here on out then, so we will use just a little bit of their coarse cut compound. Before we start, we're going to clean the pad with their pad tool. Pad tool is great for cleaning the pad off, getting it ready to go, standing up those fibers again so they're cut properly. The other side of the pad tool can be used to smooth out and to evenly distribute the compound when you're starting a new pad fresh. Since this pad has been used before, I'm going to use a little bit, about a dime size, maybe slightly less amount of compound, and then I'll start polishing. At this point, so I've worked out most of that polish. That one little drop of polish got me pretty close. Got a few scratches here and there, but for the most part, I'm well along the way with just one bit of polish or compound. Notice too that I'm also very slow, kind of methodical with the buffer itself. I don't have to continue moving it around very quickly like you would with a normal rotary. You can slow down a little bit with this, do it like you're mowing the grass, do it opposite directions to help make sure that you're getting every section of the panel as you go across it. You can do then, you start getting close to the end of your polishing session with this section of polish. If you add a little bit of moisture, straight water, you continue to work it, will re-lubricate the abrasives that are in the compound itself. This compound does not break down as you use it, so it will refresh it and continue to be able to cut. The other nice thing with that is it helps clean out your pad then too before you finish and put it away. At this point, really pretty nice finish. At this point, just finished up with the compound step. At this point, the clarity of the panel has maybe just a slight white haze to it, but there are no swirl marks. And most other colors than this, in the collision shop, you pretty much can ship it at this point, even with black, depending on what your customer is and what you're looking for as yourself as a shop. You might be able to send it just as it is. It is an extremely nice finish, even with just the compound step. From this step, we can go to Rupes fine pad. Everything is color coded. So the blue pad that I just used has a blue top compound. This is their fine polish. Yellow pad, yellow top. Again, not a whole lot material. Keep the tool still at about 4.5. With a new pad, you want to do several drops, 4 drops, dime size, not much more than a pea. Put it down on the panel just like with the other pad. Run it on 2 for about 30 seconds or so to evenly distribute it. You'll see that even this pad still has some pretty good yellow areas on it. You don't want to ever have a saturated pad. It starts to bring heat through the pad and can deteriorate the pad sooner. It's just unnecessary. Too much compound, you end up basically hydroplaning the pad over top of the panel that you're trying to polish, and you won't get a nice cut with a quick amount of time. So you're basically just wearing polish away until you get to the point where it can start to actually cut. So again, we're going to use a small amount of polish. Start it at 4.5. Do a light misting on it. It'll again re-wet those polishes and let you continue buffing until you have a nice even finish. With either pad, you want to keep about 15 pounds of pressure on the pad and on the panel to keep a nice and even pressure. And you can also keep the pad a lot flatter too than what you would with the rotary, which aids with the surface area. So you have a lot more surface area in contact with the panel to help clean the panel faster. At this point, all we need is a final wipe. You'll notice too, as I'm using this polisher, you don't need to be near as worried about your body lines as you do with a traditional rotary. It doesn't build up near as much heat, and it's not nearly as aggressive in a small area as what a rotary would, so you're less likely to burn through. You can put this thing through its paces and run it directly on a body line without any issue. It is an extremely forgiving polisher. And you can bring somebody up that is not normally used to polishing or not normally doing polishing and have them get excellent results too without having to have a full detail person. Even a wash tech can take care of cleaning up a car and getting it ready for delivery. So at this point, I am Aaron from Zimmerman's Auto Body and Cars in Central Pennsylvania. Thank you for watching.